Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting out war against the Grey. Today's video we're going to talk stack collecting Kings of War, and today we're going to take a look at the Abyssal Dwarfs army set and see how we can use this particular army set box to start an Abyssal Dwarfs army for Kings of War. Now in this video we're going to go through the content of the box set, how these units can be built and what they do on the tabletop briefly, as we always do, before having a look at some other units we can use to expand upon this initial purchase. We'll then finally finish off the video with a little sample army list of 1,000 points for you to use, hopefully as some inspiration for starting your own Abyssal Dwarfs force in Kings of War. And so, to start with, first of all, we get 30 models that can be built. It's either Black Souls, which are a dedicated combat unit, or Decimators. And then talking about the Black Souls first, these are our sort of standard line infantry for the force, the standard sort of Abyssal Dwarf within the game. You have a troop with 10 attacks, regiments will have 12, and hordes will have 25. Melee 4+, defense 5+ is really nice as well. 75 points for a troop, or 115 for a regiment, and even 190 for a horde is pretty cheap for this force. Now you do have the option to exchange your shields for 2 hand weapons, lowering your defense to a 4+, but you will gain crushing strength 1 if you want. And you've also got the Fiery Bulwark, where you gain the Iron Resolve special rule. When the unit's Iron Resolve is used as well, it can regain D3 points of damage previously suffered instead of just 1 for an extra 10 points on the unit. And lastly, you also have the option for a Throwing Mastiff, which is a unit upgrade that a variety of different units within the Abyssal Dwarfs will get. This is a single-use ranged attack with the following profile: 12-inch, attack 8, piercing 1, and it always hits on a 4+, but once it's used, it can no longer be used for the rest of the game. Now the other option we have available to us to build out of this kit are the Decimators. They are a ranged infantry unit. You have the blunderbusters with piercing 1, steady aim, and vicious at range, which is really nice. And also if you do play with regiments or hordes of them as well, you can gain the alternate single-use ranged attack, mobile capture for 24-inch, attack 3, range 4+, blasty 3, indirect fire, reload, vicious range for another 20 points. All in all, you know, range 4+, melee 4+, defense 4+, a pretty solid range unit all round. Now the next unit we get in this are the Half-Breeds, and we get 10 of them in the box set. These can be used as either a troop of 5 cavalry or a regiment of 10 cavalry. They're pretty nice. Melee 3+, defense 4+, with crushing strength 1, fury, regeneration 5+, which is super nice, thunderous charge, and vicious in melee as well. They're a really fun unit to bring to the table. They're definitely giving some speed. With speed 8, they double any of the dwarfs in the box set, which is really cool. And lastly, we have the Overmaster, who is an infantry hero. Defense 6+, with melee 3+, crushing strength, individual, inspiring, mighty, and vicious melee in there. But the big thing here is the Infernal Advance upgrade, where you gain the Aura Strider infantry only for 20 points. This unique upgrade, though, can't be taken in combination with any magical artifact. So I really, really like this character. I think, you know, gaining Strider when you are so slow moving is incredibly important. This can really make such a difference with your infantry in the force. And so, where to go from here? Now, looking at some other infantry units we can bring to really make use of that Overmaster's ability, I really like the Immortal Guard. These are your elite infantry for the force. You can have in troops or regiments, regeneration 5+, vicious melee with a defense 5+, and melee 3+. They are incredibly powerful. Now, they also have the ability to take the Throwing Mastiffs for a once per game shooting attack, just like the Black Souls. For me, this is just, you know, such a super solid unit to have on the table. Now, another infantry unit we have access are the Abyssal Berserkers. Troops or regiments are how they can be taken, again with crushing strength 1, vicious melee, and wild charge D3. And you can also upgrade them with slaver nets as well, which will give them ensnare, infantry, and heavy infantry only for a small cost. Melee 3+, defense 3+ is pretty low for Abyssal Dwarves, but they do pack a nice punch and at a pretty cheap cost for your force as well. Now, something the Abyssal Dwarfs are really renowned for is their wide variety of different artillery, and the Angkor Heavy Mortar is a particular favourite of mine. So, mortar with 48-inch range, blast D3 +2, it ignores obscured, it can fire indirect, it's got piercing 2, shattering, and vicious at range. This is an incredibly powerful artillery piece war engine for your force. You know, you do have other options in there. The Capscan rocket launcher, I think, is really fun, along with the Dragon Fire Team as well, and even the Grog Mortar is really nice as well. A lot of them with indirect fire and stuff like that. Now lastly, I want to talk about gargoyles. They're a heavy infantry unit, but the big thing here is fly and nimble with a 10-inch move. You are a super slow force. Now, if you decide with your initial box to go for a regiment of the nice Abyssal half-breeds we get in the initial box set, then looking at another unit of gargoyles to bring in as some more flanking or faster moving support pieces could be a really interesting thing for your force. And so here we have our sample army list. So we're at perfect 1,000 points here, and we've gone for the Black Souls as a regiment to begin with. We've given them the Fiery Bulwark upgrade for that Iron Resolve and the additional bonuses of Iron Resolve, and then we've also got the 2 troops opened up, which will be a troop of Decimators using the initial core 30 troops we have from that box set right there. We've also gone with Abyssal Berserkers with Slaver Nets in there, as we had 5 points spare, so why not chuck them on a troop of Abyssal Berserkers? They can provide us with, a nice utility hitting piece. The Overmaster is in there with, of course, Infernal Advance. That Strider Infantry is just so good for the force. Now, the other regiment we've got to unlock some other units is going to be an Immortal Guard regiment. This will unlock 2 troops of Abyssal Half-Breeds and the Angkor Heavy Mortar as a war engine for some decent long-range support to support those Decimators' firing power. If you've been playing with the Abyssal Dwarfs in Kings of War, I'd love to hear how you've been going, your favourite units to bring to the tabletop, and what you like to run as well down in the comments below. And so that's the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel down below. And also, don't forget to drop a comment down below letting us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our great little community here at Sinful Gaming, we have a Discord server that's linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel. Either by grabbing yourself some channel merch, either through our Ko-fi or Teespring stores, or by supporting us directly via Patreon and YouTube members. As a special thank you to everyone who does support the channel via Patreon and YouTube members, we'd like to give you all a shout out. So thank you to our Patreons, Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lyle, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Cure Dynamic, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Benjamin Swallows, Red Martin, Iron Grinch, Colorblind Magic, Grimscold, and Andy C. And to our YouTube members, Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, the Johnny84, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revan R, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, James Tillman, Disco, and John Castle. And a special thanks to Lady Witchfox R and all the amazing people who do the moderation of our Discord server and groups who make everything we do possible. Thank you all so much once again for watching, for supporting the channel. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.